and today I'm going to be jumping on the bandwagon and doing Manuscript Monday. As you can see, I did change my hair again. The last color I did not want to stick to my hair, and after I washed it the first time, it just completely came out of my hair. So I decided I would go ahead and do what I originally was going to do the first time that I did it, and I just did straight up red. So it's red. So anyway, we're gonna get started on Manuscript Monday. I'm just going to kind of talk about like where I am with my story and what I am trying to do currently. So after NaNoWriMo, I kind of took a long break because it was such a grueling process making myself write so many words in so little time. It just kind of like put me into a writing slump, I guess, because I was just cramming it in. And that was all I was basically doing, was writing, and I just got a little tired of it and I needed a break. So I took a break, and I had told everybody that my goal was to keep writing the same amount of words for NaNoWriMo, and I think that kind of contributed to the writing slump too, because I set a goal that was pretty much just ridiculous and it was way over the top, and every time I sat down to write I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to write 1,667 words today, and that just sounds miserable, so then I just wouldn't write at all. So I have decided to bring my goal down to 446 words, I believe, which will get me to where I want to be by the end of March, which would be finishing my first draft at the end of March, which I think is a pretty good goal. I'm halfway through my book. I'm still only, well, I guess I want to write a little bit more than, I still want to write about 50,000 more words to my book, so, but that'll still put me at the end of March finishing. So another thing that kind of contributed to my writing slump was I was kind of stuck in my story and I didn't know where I was going to go. Whenever I started my book for Nano, I actually only did half of my outline, and so I got into this little bit of a stuck spot where I didn't know where I was going to go with my story because I had written only half of my outline. So once I got to the point where I didn't have an outline anymore, I was like, well, where do I go? So I decided that I was going to kind of take a step back and go ahead and finish my outline before I continued writing. And so I got some more writing books to kind of help me with that. Whenever I was doing my outline, I was kind of just winging it and not really following a process or anything like that. So I decided to get a couple books. So I'll show you the books that I got. I got one other book besides these two, but this one is the one that is helping me out the most. So it's Outlining Your Novel by K.M. Wieland. So if you're trying to figure out how to outline, this is a really good book for that. One of the things I really liked in this book that it told me to do was when you get stuck, kind of create a bunch of what-if scenarios. Even if they turn out to be completely out there and weird, it kind of just gives you a lot of different ideas of where the story could end up, and it actually like jogged my thinking process, and I came up with a bunch of stuff that I wasn't even planning on putting into my book that really makes sense, and I'm really happy that I ended up doing that exercise because it made my story take a whole new turn that I'm really liking. So I highly recommend this book if you're stuck with your outlining. And then the other one I got was, well, this one I'm not really using yet, but it's World Building, A Writer's Guide to Constructing Star Systems and Life-Supporting Planets, which I will use in the future. I'm not currently writing like a sci-fi book. My story's more fantasy, so yeah, I'm really excited to read this, but I haven't yet. And I do have one more book. I'm gonna go grab it so I can show you guys. So this is the other book that I purchased, and all these books I bought on Amazon, and I think they were anywhere between $5 and $10. This one is Writing Fantasy, the Top 100 Best Strategies for Writing Fantasy Stories. And this was originally a Kindle book, and I think they, and like, because it even says like, thanks for downloading this book offline, so I think they try to do a paperback to sell more of them, so, which I picked it up and I'm glad I did. There are some good tips in it that I didn't know about like getting organized and like ways to keep a journal that will help you, you know, when you're out and about. And I mean, I kind of already knew this, keeping a journal is really important, but I do a lot of times whenever I'm in public, I'll come up with an idea and then I don't have anything to write it down. So I have started keeping a journal in my bag so that I can do that. And here are just kind of some of my my notes because I didn't have a notebook, but I went out and bought one because this is just a mess. So yeah, that is just kind of where I am with my manuscript right now. I'm just kind of going back and re-outlining and trying to get that all squared away, and then I will continue to write with my story. And as of right now, my goal is going to be about 446 words, which that might go up depending on how much time it takes me to do my outline, which is going pretty well. I would say I'm almost done redoing my outline, so I think here pretty soon I'll get to the point where I'm writing again. So I really like doing this Manuscript Monday thing, so I think that I'll probably do it just every other week or once a month. But it's kind of cool to kind of let you guys know like where I am with my writing, and maybe I'll throw in some like things on like what my story is about and stuff, so, and about my characters, and maybe get some input from you guys on what you guys like and what you don't like when it comes to my story theme. So yeah, so that is it for today. I will probably be posting a review as well today, so watch out for that, and I will see everybody next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!